everyone, and welcome to my two-part series on how and where to find prospects, customers, and clients for your business. So, starting a new business is really quite overwhelming and it often takes time to get going. Traditionally, a offline business takes roughly about 3 years for it to get going and for anybody to actually see positive results in their business. So why is it that in an online business, we give it 3 months and then decide that it's really not for us because it's not working? Well, part of the reason for that is because we don't have the tools and the tips and tricks to be able to get out the gate and run fast and get results quickly. So here are some tips as to what you can be doing to be able to start getting and seeing results immediately and very quickly. So the first step is really essentially to create a candidate list. Now, there are two things that you need to be doing or thinking about when you create a candidate list, okay? You need to write it down. And secondly, you need to be able to not prejudge anybody. Eric Worre, who is one of our gurus in the business, actually told us a story the other day about one of his cousins who was a traveling person in the religious sector. And he was a bit worried that it would go against the grain of what he was preaching and what he was doing. Turns out that the preacher was actually sick and tired of traveling, and all he wanted to do was settle down. Since then, he joined another company because he didn't know that Eric was in this company, and he joined another company, and he has so far earned over $40 million. Now, there's a disclaimer here. He worked very hard at getting that money. It didn't just come, drop from the sky and drop on his plate. But Eric lost a big prize there. So that's one of the reasons why we shouldn't really prejudge. Okay, so I hope you've got a pen and a piece of paper or a notepad that you can write this on, because here are the 3 ways that you can be looking for prospects, clients, and people who are looking for an opportunity right now. Okay, the first one is the good old telephone. Okay, you have many people in your telephone, and at the end of the day, that's the first place to start. Go through your contact list and write down absolutely everybody that's in your phone. That's number 1. Number 2 is reach out and write a list of every single person that you've written an email to or is in your email box. Now, this is really important because your email is the only thing that you actually own in this whole business. So let me explain that a little bit. When you write an email and you send out an email, nobody can change it, nobody can delete it, nobody can put you in jail, nobody can do anything except for unsubscribe, which is fine, because if they don't want your content, they don't want your content, and that's absolutely fine. But they can't change your content. So if you're looking at building your business with social media, we rent all the space that we have on social media. So whether it's LinkedIn or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, any single platform that you have and you're leveraging your business on that, please remember that you only rent that space. And I know many people that have, including myself, that have had issues and have been shut down. So your email is vital to building your business. Okay. And number three is every single contact that you have on social media. Now, I've just said don't rely on social media, but we all have some sort of social media. Whether it's Instagram, whether it's WhatsApp, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Pinterest, whether it's LinkedIn, we all have some sort of presence on social media. So deep dive and delve into that as well. Now, I can tell you with those 3 things of where to look for customers and clients immediately Okay, I know for a fact because I'm doing my list at the moment, and I know I've only got to about a third of the way and I'm already on over 300 people. So my phone is going to give me about 1,000 contacts. I know the same will be for email, and I'm pretty certain that I can reach out to about 2,000 people on social media platforms, which gives me 4,000 people that I can reach out to immediately. Okay, so when you break it down like that, you've got people to talk to. All right, so step number 2 is you should also, after you've done that, and that will take a bit of time, so be kind to yourself. What I've started to do is I've got to 300 people, but what I've started to do, I've started from number 1 and I'm reaching out to the number 1, and then every day I spend an hour just adding people to my list. Okay, and I'll explain a little bit about that in a bit. But what you can do, step number 2 is what you can do is you can list every single person that your contacts are connected with. So essentially what I'm saying is your contacts contact. Okay, so your contacts, all the 4,000 people that you might have, right, have also got contacts, and you can search through social media. It's a really great way of getting in tune with people, and a great way to help with this is to just list out 10 specific things that you're really passionate about, and then reach out and try and search for people who are also passionate about the same thing. So if you've got somebody who's passionate about scuba diving, you know that the people that are on your list that are scuba divers, you've got a common goal and a common talking point that you can start with. Okay, so that's step number 2. Step number 3, and this is really, really important, because if you don't have a list and your list dies, your business also dies. We are a contact-based entity. So your list is a living thing. It's a living entity, okay? And it constantly needs to be expanded. So, for example, if you add 2 people a day, in a year, you will have over 720 new people that you are able to reach out to. And that's on top of the list that you've already made. So you will never, ever, ever run out of people to talk to. Okay, good idea? And then finally, step number 4 is network on purpose. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, we want to run out the gates quick because we want to get you results quickly. So a great suggestion is to list 10 customers that you feel will be your best customers, and 10 business builders that you feel will be your best business builders, and start with them. So I hope this has been useful to you. This is how to find people to reach out to. And I'll just go through it again. Step number 1 is to build your active candidate list. Has to be active. Step number 2 is list every single person in your contacts. Step number 3 is your list is a living entity, so add to it every day or every week if you can't do it every day. And then step number 4 is network on purpose. So I hope this has been helpful. Please jot a line or share this video if you feel that people will get value out of it. And I will see you on the next one.